Marine plastic pollution. It's a growing problem in the Arctic. It's a growing problem around the world. But much of the plastic that winds up as pollution in the ocean comes from outside the Arctic region. Do you think, as observer states, Korea, China, and Japan would be willing to participate in an initiative to try to combat the problem of plastic pollution in the Arctic through the Arctic Council?
Thank you, Ambassador Balton, for the good question. Yesterday, I have some brief discussion with Ambassador Aina on that issue. Personally, I have a keen interest in addressing the plastic issue. So plastic is the big problem over the world, even in Iceland. Iceland had a very good glacier water, but they have a plastic in the tap water, they said. So nobody cannot avoid the problem of plastic issue. So the Korea willing to take up this issue. So in relation to Arctic Council, and also if possible, we would like to discuss this issue in the context of the tripartite, the high-level dialogue.
Of course, we will talk to our colleagues in the Ministry of the Environment. We don't have the expertise to deal with plastics. But I think this is a very quickly increasing topic. Also in China, I know that our Premier has discussed this from the technology perspective with some of the Chinese companies, and they are developing the new material to replace the so-called plastic. And I have the information that technically they have made very important progress. Actually, our snow dragons in their expeditions to Arctic and Antarctic has already done some work on marine plastic. And I also know that a number of Chinese scientists has joined different scientific programs already of different Arctic states, for instance, Norway. Already part of the scientific research of the microplastic, marine micro. So I think we have already, in some way, already joined this global, emerging global efforts already. So the only thing that waiting for us is to organize and to coordinate at the state level. So I will really take this question home and start to really look from my perspective from the state level, from this perspective, to see what needs to be done at this level.
I can tell you that my government is really accelerating our efforts to address that issue in general, marine plastic issue. So we will just thinking of a new initiative to tackle that issue in general. And then regarding its effects on the Arctic, I think that's a very important issue, I think. And personally speaking, why not? I think personally speaking, we are very much willing to contribute to any deliberation Arctic Council may have on that issue. And in general, relations, sort of the role observers could play in the Arctic Council. I think that's very important. And then, to be honest with you, I'm relatively new on this position. And then I attended SAO meeting first time in Finland last time. And that was an interesting experiences for me. And then I appreciate Finland's chairmanship for really giving us opportunity to really speak for some time on the biodiversity at the last meeting. So while I appreciate the efforts of Finland chairmanship, I think we can do more. So as I said at the speech, not just as an observer, I think Japan and China, Korea may be the same. We are important partners for the Arctic affairs. So I think in general, we are very much willing to play a more important role in the Arctic Council.